Welcome back in episode 2 of Building Creator Businesses. So today I'm going to a little bit expand on the very first episode, which I did a couple of days ago, and I will explain why I'm doing this sort of like a vlog style video and what you can expect from this series. But before I would dive deep into that, let me grab quickly a coffee and then we will keep moving. All right, so I'm back with my afternoon coffee. Let's talk business. So as I just said in the previous video, I've built a studio behind me, with all the fancy stuff on the shelves and books and everything. And I actually made like 2 videos in this period, and there are basically 2 reasons for that. And that's the reason why I decided to make sort of like an easy to produce videos like this one, because I just got into the great mistake of analysis paralysis, which means that, I just overthought it a lot to create videos. Later on I'm gonna talk about more like what's my background and everything. I'm actually an engineer, so that's what you need to know for now, and I basically just overthought it a lot, like how to do it instead of just jumping in right away. It's very interesting because when I jump in and just start producing, I realize and discover a lot of new things that I didn't do before. So for example, I just realized what OSS means and active stabilization on the camera. If you are a creator watching this, it might be funny for you, and especially that we are the ones creating or building creator businesses, and I'm just discovering this kind of seemingly basic settings in the camera. But the good part of that is that I am much better in the back end and actually building a business for creators than creating the video itself. Thankfully in the team, Roland is way better in creating videos, so we don't lack that knowledge either in the team. I myself just started this journey, so these are the small wins that I'm also celebrating. So why I decided to do this kind of videos instead of drawing a lot of micro boards and then explaining complex strategies and doing all the animations, which I'm planning to do actually in the very short future. For short term, I just wanted to jump in right away because of overthinking. I basically overthought it, like how much effort I should put in the studio, how it should look like and stuff like that. And now I a little bit dropped that engineering mindset and then just started to create the videos because it's more like a creative process, right? And so my experience was that if I just start making the video, start speaking on camera, and then kind of like being a director in my brain and developing that skill, because I mostly build the backend systems, I'm spending a lot of time behind computer, a lot less in front of the camera and a lot less explaining what I'm actually doing. And so if I just sit down, create videos, I think I can just learn the skill on the go, on the fly, basically. And that's reason one why I chose to do this sort of videos. And the second reason is that we are working a lot right now on building infrastructures and ecosystems for the agency and our own program, our own high-ticket program. So a lot of the systems and processes are under development right now. And so I just wanted to collect a lot of inspirations, resources that I could make videos from when I sit down and explain like a complex strategy on the screen, on a micro board or something like that. I just want to have them like much more built out. I know it's again the overthinking engineering mindset, but I still would be happy to having 5 to 10 ideas all the time, and I can just sit down and very comfortably create content because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. But we are still heavily in the building phase. And that's the reason why I just decided to jump into video creations. It's gonna be a good documentary. Sometimes I'm gonna drop some nuggets here as well. And once I'm ready to create those type of videos, I'm just gonna share screen and then show the micro boards and show more complex strategies explaining those sort of things. From myself, you can expect a lot of videos on this channel. You can expect a lot of deep videos, conceptual videos, strategic videos, how to build a business around knowledge and education, and basically how to become from an influencer to a business owner with influence. It's a very important distinction because one of them knows how to grab attention and the other one knows how to turn attention into money. We are really good in both actually with our combined knowledge. So this is what you can expect in the future on this channel. And that's pretty much what I wanted to clarify in this video. And I also just want to show you real quick a a concept how I'm planning to make the YouTube videos, and whoever is producing content, especially on YouTube, or if the knowledge most suitable for long form content, how you can make like a production hub for short form content for email marketing. So I already have like a small conceptual Miro board here, which I'm going to show in just a second. Let me turn the camera around real quick. Yeah, so basically here we go. The long form raw production. So basically the first thing is YouTube long form video ideas. So you can create content specifically for short format, but if your profession and your topics are more suitable for long form content, it requires a little bit different approach than creating short forms directly for short form posting. So once you have a long form raw production, of course, you first have to have the ideas here. So you gotta grab ideas. This is the phase where I am struggling with at the moment to explain. I do have a lot of ideas and a lot of systems, but I just wanna make it into like a presentable format. That's I think the most important part here. And then you are just doing the raw production, right? So that's what I'm doing actually right now, the raw video production. And then you go a little bit further, and so you just create the thumbnails, the animations if it's required to explain much better, and it's gonna be more pleasing to the eye and much more, you can follow it much more if there are like animations and stuff. And also I want to understand a little bit more SEO and research, which is gonna feed back into long form ideas. So if you understand what your market requires or interested in, it's gonna be much easier to produce interesting videos that actually going to go viral. And so the YouTube long form posting, you can see that these are with green color and this is with yellow. The green means that it requires you. The idea collection, you can actually involve a colleague or hire someone who would do the research for you, and then you will basically just sort and make videos from the ones that actually interesting. And then currently you are the one who record the video, right? So you are needed for this part. I mean, AI is kind of disrupting the whole industry right now, so this might not be true for very long, but currently this is how it generally goes. And so then the yellow ones can be outsourced, and also these ones can be outsourced. But then once you have the long form production, basically when you are explaining a concept, that can be chopped up for like short form edits for YouTube Shorts and then IG Reels. And then it can also give a newsletter topic for the week. So for example, if you're producing 2 videos per week, the long form, that can be chopped up for short form content, and that can also be for 2 newsletters for that specific week when you are recorded the 2 long form videos. So as an example, this is the strategy that I am going to follow, since we will speak about like more advanced concepts that needs to be explained in long form content. Sometimes, like if you are doing short form video editing or something like that, you can even start with short form directly, and then just maybe later on you would add your long form explanations, kind of like tutorial or explanation videos, or you would expand on a topic as a short form video expert. For example, you would expand on a topic, why it's important, like what the market implies, why it should be implemented to someone's business to do short form editing. It can be like a 10 to 20 minute video. But for example, in that topic, if you are good at short form editing and that's your profession, you can just do it for yourself and then do short form edits, and those short form edits can go viral much easier than the long form videos. So the long ones are good for like trust building and yeah, basically building trust and explaining more deep concept. Whoever watches like 10 to 15 videos from you on the channel, long form, like 10 minutes each, explaining and expanding on a complex topic, that person, you will build trust with that person very, very quickly. And so when you want to monetize on the back end and that person comes to you for a call for like a one-on-one, or you have a high ticket already or something like that, then it's gonna be very, very easy. Not even close, it's more like a discussion. How can the person implement for him or herself, and then that person will join in a very, very big percentage. That's basically it. This is what I'm preparing for. This is the step zero for me, just making videos, documenting the process, making like a documentary. It's gonna be very fun also for myself and also for the audience who watches this, hopefully. I'm gonna try my best to create a really interesting documentary out of this. And then later on, my plan is that I would expand on certain topics and explain it in depth in like a 10 to 20 minute videos with like Miro boards and everything. And that's about it for today. In the next videos, I'm going to introduce ourselves, starting with myself, what's my journey and how I ended up in the online marketing space, especially specializing for creator businesses. And I'm also going to invite Roland to a little bit talk about himself, introduce himself, and explain in detail what we are doing at the moment together. So until then, have a great rest of the day. See you in the next one.